Whenever I talk about FlexJobs, I want to do the old music from Batman. FlexJobs. Okay, I'll spare you the singing and just say FlexJobs is a site with flexible employment opportunities throughout the United States. It's a paid service, but it's a very good service for lots of different types of work. So use the link in the show notes. Check out FlexJobs. Make your own decision about its value to you. I think you will find it very helpful if you're looking for flexible employment. And we'll be back in just one moment. Episode 2234 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. Welcome to Monday, a lovely weekend where I am. Weather's nice, and we're on the cusp of fall. I'm seeing some leaves on the trees come down, and weather's still gorgeous, 60s and 70s. But, you just start to notice some things dropping, and it was gorgeous out. Lovely weekend. And today's show is one where I answer a question about what do you do when you're kind of stumped? How do you respond? Hope you find this helpful and give it an honest review wherever you listen to the show, and we'll be back in just one moment. Support for today's show comes from TopResumes. TopResumes is a site that will redo your resume, they'll redo your LinkedIn profile, get you great results, and they'll do it at a very fair price. Use the link in the show notes. They will treat you very well. And we'll be back in just one moment. How can I respond to questions I don't understand during an interview? I love this one. And the idea is you want to buy some time. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to ask them to rephrase the question. Could you rephrase that question a little bit differently? That becomes an easy way to do it. Another way is with you doing more of the talking and saying, I just want to make sure I understand your question correctly. Are you asking me for fill in the blank or something else? And thus, what you're able to do is get them to clarify in that way. So when all is said and done, clarification allows you to buy a little bit of time. Either way, they're going to talk a little bit more. And sometimes you get someone who's really shrewd on the first question and say, no, do your best. And that puts it back at you to clarify a point or to give them the answer. No matter what, over talk if that happens. By that I mean explain what your thinking is so that they understand how you came to that answer so that you're not feeling like a dope. The biggest thing is not to project insecurity. Professionalism requires you take the bull by the horns and ask questions like in the first example. Could you clarify your question a little bit, or could you rephrase the question a little bit? There's a couple of possible ways I could go. I want to give you what you want. It all works. Just ask them, and that buys you some time to come up with the answer. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few things I can do to help you with your job search beyond simply being your coach. First of all, I've got a new book out called The Right Answers to Tough Interview Questions. It is like a cookbook with answers to tons of interview questions that you're going to be asked on interviews. And if you pair it up with my other new book, The Ultimate Job Interview Framework, they are a terrific pair of books to help you with interviewing. In addition, I have a new service where you can practice mock interviews. If you go to thebiggamehunter.us/mock, I've got a service there, very inexpensive, like $99, where we have mock interviews set up. I'm going to be adding more to it very soon, but you can record your answers to them, and then I can critique them and help you perform better on them. You probably have noticed my show notes are pretty thorough with products and services that can help you with your search. And connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Lastly, my website has a ton of great information. That's thebiggamehunter.us. Now, if you're not ready to go there and go through the blog, put the address in your phone, thebiggamehunter.us, Jeff Altman. So this way, when you're ready to go, you have a way of getting back to my website. Hope you have a terrific day, and most importantly, be great!